here to talk about Serbian language in our project. Maybe I will introduce. No dobra, to Patryk.
Yes, I'm a student of the first year at Applied Linguistics in the University of Warsaw. I know my fair share of Russian, so Serbian might not be as difficult for me. I mean, we will see. I had little contact with this language up until now, so I'm very excited to see what this meeting will bring.
Okay, Inga, introduce also yourself.
Hi, I'm Inga. I'm an 8th grader, so I'm into languages. I don't really know Serbian or any other Slavic languages except Polish, but I think every language is interesting. So
Okay, Zosia.
Hello, I'm Zosia. I'm an 8th grader. I don't have any experience with Serbian, but I'm excited to try it.
Okay, Kasia.
Hi, my name is Kasia and I'm really into English, but I don't know Serbian. I know speak Russian too.
And Oscar.
Yes, I know something about Serbian language, but not a lot of. I don't
Okay,
know what I can say more.
okay, thank you, Oscar.
Okay.
And I also don't know Serbian language, but I'm eager to learn about Serbian language. So Magdalena, could you tell us something about you? What do you do in Serbia?
Okay. I'm Magdalena and I'm a Serbian teacher. I teach Serbian. That's what I do for a living. And I'm really happy. I usually work with adults. I only had a few teenagers I worked with, I taught. So it's challenging for me to work with teenagers. Yeah, but I have a website as well where I teach Serbian and I create Serbian courses. And I write articles and sometimes I do videos on YouTube as well.
Super.
Dobro. Ja sam Magdalena, ja sam profesorica, ja predajem srpski jezik. Ok, razumete me?
Ja
Da li
rozumiem.
razumete? Da, razumete?
Ja tak, da.
Aha. Ja imam porodicu. Moja porodica, to je moj muž, on se zove Bojan, i moj sin, on se zove Viktor. Moj sin ima 4 godine i ne ide u školu, on ide u vrtić. I on je sada u vrtiću. Da? Sve ste razumeli. Sve ste razumeli.
Everything, sve is
Sve.
everything.
Sve, aha.
Almost sve.
Skoro sve.
Skoro
Aha.
sve,
You understood
skoro sve.
almost everything. Aha.
Skoro sve. Patrick, what did you understand?
I understood that your name is Magdalena. You are a teacher. You have what's the word in English now? Yes, you are a wife to Boyer. Oh, that will circumvent it.
Bojan.
My husband.
Husband. There we go. I forgot that word there for a second. And then you have a son. His name I will not say because I forgot. And he has he's 4 years old and he is not going to school, but he's going to the kindergarten.
Bravo, odlično.
Okay. So first task I think is completed. For the beginning.
Ok, ali Patrik govori ruski. Da li su drugi razumeli koji ne govore ruski?
Kasia speaks Russian fluently because her parents are Russian. So it's easier, yes? If you speak Russian, it's easier to understand Serbian.
Yeah, but the other kids, did you understand?
Zosia, Inga, Oscar.
yeah, I
Sometimes.
understood almost everything.
Okay, so we can continue. Maybe in the beginning, we will ask you some questions. What are you interested in? And you will answer us maybe in Serbian or in English, if you want. and then we do some other tasks. So if you speak Serbian, is it possible to communicate and be understood in other former Yugoslavia countries?
Absolutely, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes,
okay.
Absolutely, yes. You will be you will speak without any problems in Croatia, Bosnia, Montenegro, and you would have to find someone you could talk to in Macedonia and Slovenia, because not all of them would be able to speak, without problems in Serbian.
Mm-hmm. So
or Yugoslavian, Serbo-Croatian, call it as you want. If I hear a person speak, I will immediately recognize the accent and the tone they speak in. And I could say this person is from Bosnia or Croatia or Dalmatia even. But if I see a passage written in a standard, either one of the standard languages, Serbian or Croatian or Bosnian, I couldn't be able to tell from one single passage. I would need to read and find a spot where the difference occurs. There are lexical differences. So in some regions even in one language, in English, for example, if you look at different regions, different words could be used for one same thing. So it's the same thing here. It's mostly dialectal. So would you like me to give you some examples, or what exactly is your question?
I am very much interested in those examples.
In the examples. Okay. I will share. I have an article actually that I wrote and I explained all the differences between standard Serbian and standard Croatian. And I will send it to you afterwards so you can read the whole article. But here, just for an example, most people associate Serbian with the Cyrillic and Ekavian pronunciation, and they associate Croatian with the Latin script and Ekavian pronunciation. That's not how things are actually. And let me explain. Do you know what Ekavian and Ekavian means? That's probably
not at all. This is new to me.
Not at all. Okay, so this is one difference. So we have Ekavian pronunciation and Ekavian pronunciation, which means that, for example, we have mleko. Can you recognize the word mleko? Yeah, mleko, milk.
Yes. In Polish, mleko.
Mleko. Mm-hmm. Mleko uses e, and that's Ekavian. In Ekavian, it goes mlijeko. So this is the most notable difference. However, the Serbian standard...
For me, it sounds almost the same.
Yeah, it does. Uh-huh. So this is the most notable difference you will see in a written text, that Serbian uses, today in Serbia, we use Ekavian pronunciation. Devojka, mleko, lepo. Girl, milk, and pretty. Devojka, mleko, lepo. In standard Croatian, Bosnian, Montenegrin, they use Ekavian pronunciation. So they will say and write mlijeko, djevojka, lijepo. Mm-hmm. However, the Serbian standard includes both pronunciations. And there are many people who live here that use Ekavian, and in history, more people used Ekavian in Serbia as well. Not in history, in the past.
So my second question is, which language is the most similar to Serbian language?
Do you think from former Yugoslavian languages or all languages?
All over the world languages, but I guess one of the former Yugoslavian, but...
Well, if we talk about linguistically, it's the same language. We speak in Croatia, Serbia, and Bosnia, and Montenegro. We actually speak the same language in terms of linguistics. In terms of politics, these are different languages, but linguistically, they're the same language. So the most similar language to Serbian, I don't really know. I mean, Serbian is a Slavic language, and definitely there are many similarities with Russian, with Polish, and all other Slavic languages. So
okay. I understand.
I would say Bulgarian and Macedonian probably would be the most similar, because even in South Serbia, a dialect in South Serbia is a shared dialect between Bulgaria and Macedonia. So we share one dialect. It's a bit different. It's quite a bit different, but it's very, very similar as well. So
okay, thanks. Okay, thanks. In Serbia, there are Cyrillic alphabet, Cyrillica, and Latin alphabet. Which is more often used in Serbia?
Okay, this is another difference that I mentioned. So most people think that Serbs use Cyrillic and Croatians use Latin. This is not exactly the truth. In Serbia, we use both scripts. And today we use the Latin script even more. If you go out and look at what's written in the streets, the companies' names, or newspaper stands or bookshops, you will find more Latin script. Cyrillic is the official script, and legal documents, all the formal correspondence, the documentation and correspondence is usually in the Cyrillic script. But today, outside and in the computers, on the telephone, most people actually use the Latin script.
Mm-hmm. So my last question is, because in Serbian alphabet, Cyrillic, you have 5 letters, I think 5, maybe more, 5 letters which are different from, for example, Russian alphabet, Cyrillic. There are G, Ni, Li, Chi, and J, I think, these 5. So are these letters unique for Serbian language, or are there in others alphabets from like?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think they are. I know for sure that sh in Cyrillic is specifically Serbian and uniquely Serbian. And it's interesting, in Montenegro they have 2 additional letters. Okay. Even in the Latin script, for the soft sh, for example, sh and sh and j. Yeah, for sh and j. Do you have sh and j in Polish?
Yes.
We have all of them.
Yes.
Yeah, you have sh, j.
We have too many letters. Yes. Even more than in Serbian. But yeah. Okay, so maybe now we can do the tasks. Try to guess a little bit in Serbian. But thank you very much for these answers, because I think many Polish people don't know much about Serbian language. You will tell something, you will describe some photo from this which we see, and we try to guess what are you describing, okay? I think if you are ready, we can try. So first category, prva kategoria, da? I don't know how to say it in Serbian.
Prva kategoria.
City or pejzaž.
Da, grad. Da.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can start. So Magdalena, please start.
Okay, so these are difficult pictures because they're very similar.
Yeah, but yeah.
Difficult to describe, yeah? Okay, I need to think. They're very similar. Na ovoj slici nema mnogo zgrada, vidim samo 2 ili 3 zgrade, ali vidim u prvom planu je jedna fontana, a iza fontane je veliki hram, to je jedna crkva i ova crkva se zove Hram Svetog Save, i vidim klupe i ljudi sede na klupama. Noć je. Da li je neko razumeo koja je to slika?
Okay, so teraz now we write, napiszemy. No i we can show, możemy pokazać.
Odlično. Bravo. Da, to je broj 3.
Okej, to może teraz Inga, co zrozumiałaś? Could you tell what do you understand from this?
I understood people sitting on banks and that it's night and fountains in the front and the church in the back, and I guess that's everything.
Okay, I think it's much. I think the church is cerkw. In Polish is cerkiew. Cerkiew.
Crkva. Aha, crkva.
Cerkwa.
Crkva ili hram. Hram je temple. Hram. A ova crkva se zove Hram Svetog Save. To je u Beogradu. Hram Svetog Save.
Okay. Because all these photos are from Beograd.
Jest, sve je Beograd.
Beograd. What does it mean, Beograd? Like when you want to translate, this grad is city and Beo is?
Bel.
Bel.
Beli. Beli grad.
So it means white city.
Da.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so maybe the next category, następna kategoria. In Polish następna kategoria.
Sledeća kategorija. Animals, zwierzęta. Životinje.
In Russian is the same, I think. In Russian.
В принципе, да, но ударение неправое. Тут будет, по-моему, животные.
Životinje, aha. Životinje. Jedna životinja. One animal, jedna životinja.
Okay, so we can do two animals maybe. Dwie životinje.
Da kažem kako se zovu te životinje na srpskom ili da ih opišem? Should I say?
Tak, ty opiszesz and we try to guess. My zgadniemy.
Okay, dobro. Ova životinja ima rogove. Ima 2 roga, ima 4 noge i ona pase travu i daje mleko. Jako kvalitetno mleko od kog pravimo skup sir. Sir od tog mleka je skup. Da li ste razumeli?
Okej. No, ja zrozumiałem prawie wszystko. Swe zrozumiał. I understand almost everything. 2 rogi. 2 horns, 4 legs, 4 nogi po polsku, pasę trawy, czyli eat grass, je trawę po polsku, daje mleko, to po polsku tak samo, daje mleko, gives milk, kwalitatny, czyli good quality, I think quality, and scoop syr, ser po polsku cheese, scoop maybe it's something expensive, like
tako je, tačno.
Drogi ser. Okay, to jakie zwierzę? What animal do you think is it? I think maybe it's from these ones. Maybe...
I think it's goat.
Goat?
Me too. Yes.
Nie, maybe it's goat.
Koza.
Koza. Po polsku...
Koza.
Po polsku koza. Koza po polsku.
Koza.
Tak samo. The same in Polish. Okay, so the next animal. Sledeća...
Samo pitanje jedno. Da li kažete, koza je takođe uvreda. Kada želimo za neku ženu da kažemo da je glupa, da nije inteligentna, mi kažemo to je jedna koza. Da li vi kažete to na poljskom?
Głupi jak Czy baran, baran to nie to zwierzę.
Glup nije inteligentan.
In Polish głupi. Glup is głupi. But in Polish we don't say glup jak koza. Głupi jak koza. We don't say like
to. To jest za żenu, samo za żenu.
Aha.
Za żene.
Okay.
Żona. Mislim da je žona na polsku.
I don't know this, to be honest.
Ne?
I think if we say koza in Polish, it is derogatory, but it's more associated with the appearance than with the intellectual quality of a woman. So we can say cause on some girl in to qualify her in an arbitrary way, to say that she's pretty, but it is not supposed to be as much of a compliment as maybe more of a judgment. Yes.
Kao ružna kao koza, ugly as goat. You would say ugly as goat.
I don't know this, Patrick.
No?
I don't know
No?
this saying. Inga, Zofia, Oscar, Kasia, do you know this? I don't know this saying.
I think like sometimes it is used to describe a woman, but I'm not really familiar with that. I'm not sure what does it mean.
Ne?
But I guess some people say this to like I don't know.
But,
It's not that often,
Magdalena,
I guess.
but owca, yeah, owca, sheep, and the male sheep is baran. In Polish is baran, the male sheep, and baran is a synonym for stupid in Polish. Okay, so let's continue. Next żywot, następne zwierzę, next animal.
Sljedeća životinja. Sljedeća životinja. Ova životinja je ptica, ali je jako velika i ne može da leti. Jako velika ptica i ima jako veliko jaje. Jedno jaje može da nahrani možda 5 ljudi.
No dobrze, to ktoś wie? Do you know? Zosia, maybe you. Do you know what is this animal? Struś. In Polish, struś. In English, this animal is called
ostrich.
Ostrich. Okay. Noj.
Noj. In Serbian,
noj.
It's noj.
Noj.
Yeah. So, Zosia, what did you understand about this animal?
So that its egg is big, and it's big animal, and it's bird. That's all.
Yeah, ptica, ptak, po polsku ptak. And this egg is so big that it could
feed.
Feed for 4 or 5 people. 5 people, I think.
Da, ja sam rekla 5.
Yeah, 5. In Polish, 5 in Polish. Okay, so the next category, sljedeća kategorija, pejzaž.
Ovo je treća kategorija. U trećoj kategoriji je pejzaž i godišnja doba. Imamo 4 godišnja doba. Na ovoj slici je toplo. Mislim da je toplo. Vidim jedno drvo koje nema lišće. Ima dosta drveća koje ima lišće, ali jedno drvo nema lišće i trava je žuta. Trava je žuta, vrlo malo ima zelene trave i ja mislim da je to jesen.
Okej. To możemy napisać teraz, które zdjęcie, który obraz. Which picture is it?
Obraz.
Obraz, tak. Obraz. In Polish picture is obraz.
Na srpskom obraz je čik. Obraz.
Obrazcik. To policzek. In Polish policzek.
Jeste, broj 2, da.
Broj 2, numer 2. Tak, jest. To co zrozumieliście? What did you understand, Inga?
There's one tree that doesn't have leaves, but other trees do have leaves, and that there's a lot of yellow grass and very little green grass, and that it's probably autumn.
In Polish, jesień.
Jesen.
The same was the same. Okay, so the last category, and in the end, we each one of us tell you something about one of these photo in Polish, and you will try to guess. From Polish, you will try to guess what we are talking about. Okay, so the last category, ludzie. In Polish, ludzie, people.
Ljudi.
Ljudi. So you can start.
Ovdje je jedan mali dečak koji vozi svoj, pa mi kažemo skateboard. Ima kacigu na glavi, ima kariranu košulju, narandžaste boje i bež pantalone i on je u nekom skate parku, verovatno na plaži i hoće da se spusti skateboardom.
Okay, to możemy napisać, we can write. Pisać, write in Polish pisać. Napisać.
Pisati.
Pisać. Okay, I think it's 3.
Broj 3.
Dziecko, kid, in Polish dziecko, skateboard is the same, skateboard, in Polish deskorolka. What else? Naranjasta to pomarańczowa, in Polish pomarańczowy, orange and beige, chyba beige, tak samo, the same in Polish beige. Pantalony to in Polish spodnie. Ale tak, sometimes in the old Polish language people say pantalony, but it was in the history, historical times.
A kaciga?
Kaciga, it's a helmet. In Polish, kask. Okay, so now it's our turn. We will start from this first category, Beograd. So Patryk, ty pierwszy, you are first. Ty pierwszy, you will tell something in Polish, describe one of the photos from the first category in Polish.
Na tym obrazie nie widać cerkwi, natomiast widać bardzo rozległą panoramę miasta, odległy most w zaciemnionym otoczeniu. Panorama jest pełna świateł z perspektywą z lotu ptaka.
Okay, broj 4. Slika broj 4.
Yes. Da.
4. In Polish 4.
Slika broj 4.
What did you understand?
Puno sam razumela.
Puno means dużo, a lot.
Mnogo sam razumela, puno. Da se vidi grad iz ptičje perspektive. We can see the city from a bird's perspective, and there's a long bridge, dugi most.
Yeah.
It's not an island. I think you said an island. It's not an island. This is actually a river. I'm not sure if it's a Danube or a Sava river, but these are two parts of the Belgrade is divided by the two rivers.
I didn't say anything about an island. I don't think so.
You didn't say Otočje.
Otača.
Huh?
No? I thought I understood island. Okay.
Okay. So the next maybe Zosia. You will describe some animal, one of these animals in Polish.
Dobrze. Jest to zwierzę, które można spotkać nad wodą, na przykład nad jeziorem. Ma zieloną głowę, pływa, umie latać, ale raczej spędza swój czas w stawach, jeziorach. Można spotkać często na spacerach, jak się chodzi blisko wody. To ptak i nosi jajka.
Okay. Magdalena, znasz?
It's a duck.
Yes.
Duck, yeah. But it was difficult. I understood very little, but I knew it was about an animal, and I understood it was near water and can swim in the water or something like that. But I could understand very little, actually.
And znosi jajka.
Jaja. Nosi jaja.
Yeah. In Polish, kaczka.
Patka.
Patka. Instead of patka. Okay, so now Inga, your turn. The next category, pejzaż, landscape.
Okay. Więc na obrazku widać zielone drzewa, ale kilka z tych drzew jest białe. Jest niebieskie niebo i latają ptaki. Na pierwszym planie jest nieduże bajorko, a za drzewami widać biały domek z żółtym dachem. Trawa jest zielona, miejscami żółta.
Okay, to je broj 1, the first picture.
Da, jeden.
Yes.
Da. I understood the trees, the green trees and white, something with white trees. And when I was sure, it was the first picture when she said there is the white house with yellow roof.
Yeah,
That's when I was sure.
I think it's wiosna. It's in Polish. It's wiosna. This season, four seasons. Spring in Polish wiosna.
Prolecie. Serbian. Prolecie. But I know vesna is the old word and the Russian word for spring as well. So I know it.
Like lato is summer.
Leto.
Jesen we talk about later, and zima.
Zima.
Okay.
Vesna exists in Serbian today only as a personal name. Female name, Vesna.
Okay, so the last category, ostatnia kategoria, to Kasia została, tak? Kasia, opowiedz o jakimś zdjęciu z ostatniej kategorii. Kasia.
Z ostatniej kategorii, tak?
Tak, ludzie, people.
No to na tym obrazku widać mężczyznę w okularach i garniturze. Ma przed sobą laptop i wygląda na bardzo skupionego.
I only understood 2 words that helped me understand: okulare and laptop.
But it's enough, I think.
That's all I got.
So number...
Broj 4.
4.
Yes.
Tak. Na okulary. Do you know this word, okulary?
No, I just recognized it. Naočare.
Naočare. Polish okulary. Koszula, biała koszula.
Koszulja. Bela koszulja.
Czarny krawat. Czarny.
Crna kravata. Crna kravata. But yeah, probably the sound was not good. I couldn't really understand
maybe
because of the sound.
That's why, yeah. Thank you very much for this meeting. It was a pleasure to see you and to get information about Serbian and Serbian as well as Serbian language. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure and it was a funny experiment, really.
Yeah, and I think Serbian and Polish as a Slavic languages have many in common.
Definitely, we do. Definitely. I will send you links for the articles that you asked about the script and the Serbian creation differences. I invite you to Serbonica. Join Serbonica if you want to learn Serbian. There's a lot of free material.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So goodbye, do widzenia in Polish.
Do widzenia.
Do widzenia.
Do widzenia. Hvala i do widzenia.
Dziękujemy, do widzenia.
Do widzenia, ciao.
Do widzenia.
Do widzenia.
Do widzenia.